Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to solo stuff as a Retribution Paladin in Legion Remix. So you guys have liked the Legion Remix videos so far. Now this one's going to be a little bit more niche, admittedly. But for those of you who already know what to do on your Ret Paladin, you know, what stats to use and everything like that, maybe some of you want to now progress your character, do more power, and solo stuff. That's kind of a big thing I like to do. So if you want to solo things, solo mythic pluses or raids or whatever, you know, this video could help you out possibly a lot. So first, I've struggled with how to make this video as well. I actually scrapped the version of this video already because I just didn't like the way I put it together. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly, instead of like painstakingly going over it, tell you how to level up your eye level really effectively, and then also level up your artifact power traits or whatever. You can see I'm at 31 right now. It's also worth noting that maybe you're much lower than this. I'm not even close to being one of the highest people. There are people that they've got to be in the 700s by now. I don't know if there's a max, but there's people at very high item levels right now that are playing a lot, frankly, but also playing very efficiently and very smartly as well. So I'm at 653 now. We're going to go up a little bit when we do this, but we're also going to get a couple ranks on our power thing at the end, limits unbound. So those are the two main things that you're going to want to work on as you power yourself up. And the best way to get yourself eye level, especially after you get to a certain point, you can get eye level just from doing like heroic raid when your eye level is a little bit lower and stuff like that. You can just get items that are higher eye level than what you have. That is one way to do it. But once you get to a certain level, the actual gear that drops from the stuff is no longer really an upgrade for you. And so basically to get upgrades, you need to use these motes of broken time. Now, I'm sure if you're watching this video, and so if you're at level 80 and stuff, you've already used these before, but you combine 10 of these and it turns into a piece of gear. So we're going to do that on a few of these pieces here. Well, on all of these, and we're going to actually raise my eye level up, I suspect, into the 660s here. So what I like to do is, so we're going to use this one here, and what I like to do is I like to just put it on, just in case. I'm not sure if it counts it fits in your bag or not, but just in case it doesn't, I just put it on. For the sake of this and just raising my eye level, I'm not caring about the stats. I am just using it and putting it on if it's an upgrade, if it's a high eye level upgrade. So even if it's a 3 eye level upgrade, I put it on. It might not technically even be an upgrade stat wise in theory, but we're still putting it on. So only a 3, we put it on anyways. We're already at 654. Obviously there's probably some bigger ones that would give bigger upgrades. Very slow. We're gonna go through this though. 10 on the gloves, Crit Haste gloves. Let's keep going. We got chest guard, haste mastery, avoidance. So we prefer that to the crit there. So we're gonna put that on. It's the same. That one was not an eye level upgrade, but it was a stat upgrade. So we put that on. So this is not something that really helps us that much, but it is an eye level upgrade, 659. I actually like Arcane Ward a little bit more, so we'll put it on over the other one. I am my scars. These are not that's not the ability we want. But right now we're just doing eye level for the sake of this. This is mastery, so this is really good for us. We're at 656. We got a anti-victim sand as well. We got a little upgrade on our wrist there. 657 eye level. Souls of the Claw, this is not a good one. High Mountain Fortitude doesn't really help our damage either though, so we don't care about it damage-wise. We're up to 658. We got another sand. We got a little leg upgrade there. We lose some mastery, but that's fine for this. We got 7 on our belt. Full haste belt there, so we lose more mastery. Not great, but we're okay. We're at 659. We get Volatile Magic Finger, which is pretty good. We might already have one of those on. No, we don't. So we can either get rid of Brewing Storm or Arcane Ward. We get rid of Brewing Storm. We're up to 660, so I was right. We are going to make it to the 660s here. We get a trinket. I am my scars, so we'll put that on, I guess, over our Arcane Ward. I'm not thrilled about that, but we're just doing this for eye level right now. I could put that back on for doing this. Like, I'm not going into a group. 13 eye levels for the cloak here with mastery. So we're up to 661. We have 7 on our chest. 662. And finally, we get 7 on our wrists as well. Lose a little bit of mastery, so technically might not be an upgrade. We're just putting it on, but we're 662, probably close to 663, and our weapon is at 666. Okay, say about that what you will. And now, so that's a good way to upgrade your gear, right? We almost got 10 item levels just from opening boxes. How do you get those boxes? Doing the quests in Legion, doing world quests in Legion Remix, doing a lot of the stuff. Now, eventually you'll run out of those boxes to get, kind of. Like, you can always do the world quests, but you will run out of quests eventually. But that is a good way to power yourself up. So I'm at 662. Now, as for your artifact weapon, of course, it's going to need to get this power stuff on its own, these echoes or whatever, just from killing stuff and whatever. But the biggest source of these comes from these fragmented mementos of epoch challenges, and the best way to get these are from the raids and from doing Mythic Plus. You combine 100 of them and you get a bunch of power, right? And we have 349, so we're going to combine 3 of these before we go in. So you probably have maybe done this at least once by now, but we're at 13,000 power up here in the top right. We're going to combine 3 of these, and we're going to then be at, we're from 13,000 up to 298,000. So we're gonna add some more ranks of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 more ranks of this, and now we're at 36 ranks of Limits Unbound. And that's going to raise our stamina up a good amount. We're at 26 million health as Ret. Obviously, doing stuff as Prod is easier. So, but this is for Ret. So we're gonna head in here, and I'll try to cut out, some of the more boring pulls and stuff like that. We're using the proper Twisted Crusade for the best weapon ability. And now we're just going to get started here. So we'll see. The teaming's on as well. It's going to make it a lot more difficult. I'm also playing single target spec for this. Why? Because it makes the bosses easier, frankly, is why I'm doing it. And so I'm going to kind of probably take it slow here. Although this pull seems like it's going to go pretty easy, so maybe I didn't have to take it that slow. You can see I'm kind of melting the stuff a little bit here. Our Shield of Vengeance absorbs a ton of stuff. For this pull, let's just pop everything. Let's see if we can melt it a little bit faster here. If we go all out. Yeah, it was much faster, but of course, you would hope so when you pop all of your abilities. We're gonna refresh that. I'm gonna go this way, I guess. Oh wow, I did a lot of damage. But we still have an Arcane Ward, I almost forgot. So standing still is good for us for a little bit. So it's worth mentioning as well that this is my first time ever trying to solo Arcway. And yeah, I don't have enough interrupts to interrupt all of those anyway. So we will pull again and do our best. But we can definitely just get 1 down for sure. There we go. And then we'll just not interrupt anything. So probably the thing with teaming on especially is maybe until your power is even higher to maybe just kill one of these at a time instead of trying to do AoE. Because I think they don't channel their thing until they're almost dead, maybe. Seemed like, at least. Don't really want to deal with those giant dogs again. I kind of wanted this buff in the middle of the fight, but we'll see. Let's make sure this thing doesn't do anything too important to us here. Random player to location. I don't know. Seems like it probably won't be too difficult. Let's give it a go. Pop our cooldowns. Let's see how fast it dies. It's dying pretty quickly. I think the first execution sentence will probably get it to half health. If we start taking any damage, we'll use our... Oh, don't stand in that. So just dodge that, basically, and then we're pretty much fine. Alright, that was really easy. Alright, let's move on to And we're at 49 epoch challenges, so we'll see how many we get at the end of a +6. I've done a +17 in a group before at lower eye level, but this will be the highest thing that I've soloed so far. So I'm very brave doing this basically live, right? Like I'm not live streaming, but I am doing this for the first time while talking to you all right now. Use a lay on hands here. Why not? Collapsing rift on me. That doesn't sound good. I believe we had this in Mythic Plus rotation not too long ago. Oh, it was the return of the Legion time running is what I'm thinking of. I don't think we need that. We might need it for count, but I don't know. Looks like I should have went that way first to General's a call. Oh well. Here, soak it down. Easy. And we want to go this way. Here, let's do a big pull for fun. For fun and for science here. Oh, these things do hurt though, so we are going to use our Twisted Blade ability, Fell Spike, and just one-shot everything there. So that's kind of fun, right? So yeah, the problem with pulling big, as I just saw there, is just I would have died very quickly there without my ability. But the ability does a lot of damage. And that's just using the Fell Spike. So you use your use your ability, then you use Fell Spike. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. So we have 17 seconds to kill him before quarantine. I think we can pre-bubble it though. Okay, we bubble it. That immunes it. Perfect. There's the tack. Okay. So that was the one boss I was actually really worried about. So other than the fact that I skipped the boss earlier. Now, I wouldn't have been able to do that without the add-on there. Now, luckily, that is one functionality that's going to remain in the game when they get rid of the add-ons is the timeline. So we still will have timelines. You'll still be able to do stuff like that, which is good. I think pre-bubbling stuff is cool and fun. Let's soak this. And we want to go in here. We could probably do a pretty big pull. Let's say. We have the buff from the thing, so I kind of want to take advantage of it. Oh, we do not have... Okay, I got most of it. That's what I was hoping for there. So much damage. I think it does reduce damage beyond a certain amount of targets as well. It just doesn't matter. It's just so much damage. Now, I think the hard part of this boss is like group mechanics, so I think I might be fine. Which is, we can start right now. Now hopefully this is as simple as I think it might be here. Because I don't think he can do really the group mechanics if I'm the only one alive. Okay, that still hurts. Okay, that's like a healer mechanic, but it doesn't hurt enough to worry about it, basically. So yeah, this is the boss I thought might be like the easiest. I'll interrupt one Arcane Blast, I guess. There we go. We have Eternus as well. We can get all of our stuff back. Easy. Alright, so I've made it back to the general here, and now the route, I remember the route now. You go to general first, and then you jump down here and go up the stairs. I forgot the route, but we're back at general. We still have plenty of time. We still have 25 minutes. I'm going to cut out all that time to run back over here. I don't remember exactly what he does, but we're just going to YOLO this one. I don't think there's anything I have to pre-bubble. We'll see. If I die, I guess. We're going to save our lust for the last boss, I think. This is, okay, big circle, dodge that. Okay, we'll just, okay, that's just a dodge again. More dodging. So as long as you can dodge, this boss seems extremely soloable. He hasn't even broken my shield yet. There he goes. Well, there we go. Easy enough. Let's see if we can jump down this hole. We can't. So can I jump? I'll just jump down this one and turn to the other way. All right, we're at the last boss here, and we have died 2 times to running out of time, basically. So when you get to the intermission, these things are going to time lock you, and you only have a certain amount of time to get back here. And so basically, we need to make sure we use our bubble and our Twisted Crusade ability wisely to get us through these things that time lock us, so we don't run out of time and die. And we need to we'll take our time and go as fast as we can, right, to stop from getting one shot. So this first part's really easy. We're just going to do as much damage as we can, and then we're just going to run back as fast as we can. Ooh, Eternus buff is big here, actually. We like that. So our demon's going to be ready really quick here. Where are we? We are here. Bubble for this one. And then we'll demon for the next one. We're getting our bubble recharged a little bit maybe here for us. Demon there. So 15 seconds on demon. That's going to be it on demon. We have one right up here. We have to be careful. We also need to make sure we don't run out of time. So we're going to use our thing to get our demon back again. We have 20 seconds. Hopefully that's enough time. We have 58 seconds, so we should be good. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Got that off, good. Killing demon. Run. There he is. There we go. So just had to play that properly. That was probably the hardest part. And easy. So we still plus 2'd it after all that. We could have easily plus 3'd it if we knew what to do. So, you know, obviously, so what do we get for that? We got 21 Epoch Challenges things from that. So that's pretty good. Obviously, the gear is not going to be that good for us. But 21 of those is pretty good for those. And of course, this is not, you know, the most efficient way to do it, soloing it. Obviously, joining a group would be, and doing higher keys would be easier. But I kind of wanted to show that you can solo this stuff, and it is fun to do. And as you get more level, you can do higher and higher keys. Now, I just plus 2'd that key. I probably could have plus 3'd it with like 10 minutes to spare, which means as long as I can do the mechanics, I could probably, even at 662, I don't know, I could probably do plus 10s, plus 12s, I don't know, somewhere in there. So, and you know, I'll go in and test and see if I can do this plus 8 Ivashera with explosive. That'll definitely make it interesting, explosive and teaming. Not the best affixes, by the way, Blizzard, to give us for this. Maybe the most hated affixes of all time. But yeah, this is just, it's kind of fun. And it's basically just mechanically figuring out how you can solo it, right? So I had to pre-bubble the thing on Coastal X here, his suppression, I think it was. I had to, or quarantine. I had to pre-bubble that, and then I just had to use my bubble and my minion ability efficiently to run back and kill this boss. And other than that, it was pretty easy. Took my time, and still, like I said, I would have easily plus 3. I died twice on this guy to basically taking too long to get back to him. So yeah, that hopefully, you know, this can help people in trying to solo if you're like me, right? This video is for people who want to solo. You know, that's a big deal here. If you're not trying to solo stuff, this video is not really for you. But hopefully it can help you out if you are. If you have questions on certain things, especially if it's like related to like, well, what can I do as a paladin to beat this mechanic and stuff like that, you know, I'd love to answer those down below. As always, I do ask you please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out a lot. If you're already a subscriber, I encourage you to check out the Patreon. And other than that, everybody have a good one.